How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing well. It would appear that Twitch is doing the big old fumbly fumble, and we're gonna be streaming tonight on YouTube. So I'm gonna wait for some people to get in, and then we're gonna start our discussion on Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. I just finished the game tonight. Um, let's see. Hold on one second. I need to make sure everything's going well. Okay. Is it going good? Are things going well? Hold on. I need to check. Okay, I think things are good. Yes, things are rolling. Fine. Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys are, having your water. I currently have my Stardew Valley coffee mug with me here. Yes, think of that. Isn't that the bee's knees right there? It's a pretty awesome coffee mug, I know, right? Hey, what's going on, Peter? Welcome to the stream. How are you? It's chilly. Do I have my heater on? No, I don't have my heater on. I don't even have my heater. Okay, so let's discuss Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. You guys, I got emotional. I got emotional at the end of that game. There are several endings that you can get in said game. I don't know why the lighting is being weird with me right now, but that's okay. Um, it's a very powerful game. It's really very, very good. The spoilers that we're gonna get into, by the way, just please, fair warning, there are gonna be spoilers. There's stuff that we're gonna talk about in this stream that whatchamacallit, that, if you guys haven't played it yet, I will give you time to go right now if you want to leave. So just putting that out there. But yeah, I just want to talk about an overview, and I'm thinking of doing this every time I finish a game, because I feel like discussions like this not only help me with my review, but it gives us a chance to talk about things game-wise with the current games I'm reviewing. Since a lot of games now I don't do as walkthroughs, it'll give us a chance to discuss it and go through it. So, Sekiro. What do I think about Sekiro? Sekiro is probably one of the best Soulsborne games I've ever played. It's truly difficult. It is one of the most difficult games I have ever played, if not the most difficult game I have ever played. And that says a lot, because I managed to play through Dark Souls, and I thought that was hard. No. Well, if you don't mind spoilers, Peter, then by all means listen away. It's no harm, no foul if you don't want to listen, or be for this stream, because if you want to play it or anything down the road. But yeah, if you don't mind spoilers, then that's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's interesting because the toughness level of this game, and I want you guys to keep something in mind. When I say this game is tough, it's borderline where you really, you can't just put in a buff, and hope that things go well, like in Dark Souls. Like, you can't level up consistently like you can with certain Dark Souls games, or actually all Dark Souls games. You have to just really learn the movements and the mechanics and how the characters flow with everything, because at the end of the day, this game is kind of like a dance. In all honesty, it's very much like this ballet cacophony of different movements that you have to follow. So when we're discussing, did you guys just hear that? That was the snow thing. That was the snow plow. If we really want to dive into, if the movement sets are good or anything like that, it's so just it's complex in the way it's done. When I first saw that first boss battle, Genichiro, I was like, oh my god, this game is gonna be so difficult for me. But in reality, when you face that first boss battle, and I think, Peter, I know you know, when I first went into that very first boss battle, it was chaotic, because I was like, what are these movements? What is everything going? You have to completely get rid of everything you thought about when you thought of Dark Souls and all the movement sets there and how you would fight monsters. And you have to go with this completely new mindset entirely when dealing with Sekiro. Because when you go into that game, it completely challenges everything you knew about Soulsborne games. Like, Dark Souls and Bloodborne, kind of on the same par, with Bloodborne being a little bit more like Sekiro in the way that it kind of fancifully deals with different mechanics, if you will. But the way that it challenges you is nothing like I've ever seen before in a Soulsborne game. I think Sekiro is probably one of the more standout titles, because when you're playing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, you have to go in and prep and think, okay, this boss can move this way. So I either have to go the opposite direction if I want to get him behind and, try to do it the cheesy kind of way, even though cheesing in this game is still being tactical and being logical. If I want to cheese him, or if I just want to be able to be like, oh gosh, okay, let's just go in old fashioned, see what we can do with this boss kind of way. So there's so many different ways that you could go about doing every single boss in this game. Some of them, if you're on PC, you can completely cheese the entire game and do a speed run in under 30 minutes. And I've seen a lot of people do speed runs of this game in 30 minutes or less. I think the world record was 23 minutes? Oh no. Excuse me, I'll have to check that out. But it was a world record for 23 minutes or something like that. The game itself, if we want to go into some of the lore and everything like that, I don't know if anybody's going to have questions or anything like that. This is a very impromptu stream. I just needed to discuss Sekiro because just finishing the game tonight, I'm I feel raw. Emotionally, I just feel raw. Okay, I never thought of it with this last boss. This is the first time. Okay, I take that back. Not the first time. Probably the most prominent time I ever thought I was never gonna finish a boss. I never thought I would ever win against this guy, and then those people betting money against the fact that I would win would have something to laugh over. But in all seriousness, yes, there were people betting money that I would lose this game. Just putting that out there. It's funny though. To me, that is absolutely hysterical. A first. Just want to put that out. That was a first for me experiencing that. I'm like, why are you betting money against me? You're supposed to be for me. No, but it's so funny to me that people will do that, and they'll just it's hysterical. But when this game came out, I believe in 2019, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I had no idea about it. I remember, I think, seeing the trailer and then it being just, a whisper, gone, like that. What completion percentage did you finish on? Let's find out. I have no idea. Turning on the PS4 currently. I have no idea. I know I got some pretty rare achievements in there. I think I got 2 rare achievements? 2 or 3? I'm not sure. I know one of them, it was a boss. The snake that you saw, Peter, in the game and everything like that, that was actually considered a boss. That it wasn't a boss, because when you go over to where the snake is, all you have to do is jump on top of it and give it a death blow. It's not even a boss. He just takes the mortal blade, goes right through the head like that. He doesn't do anything. So what percentage did I finish out on? I finished 43%, almost half. Completion percentage, almost half, 43%. The trophies that I got, the ending actually that I got, if anybody's curious, the ending that I got was Immortal Severance. I ended up getting a rare achievement that was Ashina Traveler, all ninjutsu techniques. That I was really happy I got that achievement, because I was like, I want to be able to collect all the ninjutsu techniques because they're so cool. There's one for puppeteer, there's one for when you attack your enemy from behind, it gives a plume of the enemy's blood so you can attack other enemies and they can't see you, which I think that's really genius. There's just so much. There's so much. Yeah, I got Immortal Severance as the ending. 21% of people who play that game, who play Sekiro, get that. That is such a low percentage for people who play that. Still lots to discover. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You still have, I think, 3 more endings that you can get. There's a Shura ending, which is the shortest ending of the game. After you beat the father, Owl, that character, that boss that I was on, I think I streamed it on Twitch, I believe. Um, After you go through and you beat that, if you choose to abandon Kuro, then you have to fight Emma, and you have to fight Ishin, which is more of like it's the alive state, not the coming out of his out of his grandson state. And then the game just ends there. So that is a way shorter ending, and if I had chosen that ending, I would never have gotten to experience Ishin of Ashina, which now kind of regretting. No, I'm just joking. I do not regret fighting that boss whatsoever. But yeah, that's a short ending. Another one is if you get I think it's a flower. You have to actually beat the true form of the father, and you get like not a lotus flower, but it's a flower or something like that. And that's part of like the ending that you can get for the true ending. Because there's the bad ending, which is the Shura ending. Then you have the somewhat okay mediocre ending, which is the one that I got, the Immortal Severance ending. Then you have another ending, which you basically like so in the Immortal Severance ending, you are killing Kuro to basically cut his immortality, because in this world, the divine presence are immortal. So you basically become the next person who gives a shinobi their prosthetic. So you literally become the oh gosh, what's his name? I can't remember the name right now, but you literally it repeats the cycle, which Miyazaki loves doing. He loves repeating cycles. You saw the same thing in Dark Souls. We saw the same thing in Bloodborne. So it just repeats the cycle constantly. Then for the somewhat better ending, not really. You basically get unalive yourself in the game, and you basically sacrifice yourself for Kuro. And then the true ending is where you basically go in and try to find the source of immortality and stop all immortality from happening. So it's really, really interesting. Wolf becomes the next sculptor. Yes, exactly. That's what I was looking for. Sculptor. Also, hi, Lunch Tray. How are you? Welcome to the stream. It's fascinating. Like, I loved that ending. I was so shocked. I was like, oh my god, it's repeating the cycle. It's repeating the cycle. What was the next achievement that I got? So we got Immortal Severance. We got Sword Satan Ishina Shina defeated. I'm so happy about that. I will never stop gloating about the fact that I beat this game. Master of the Arts. Grasp inner masteries of a combat style. Okay. Revered Blade. Yeah, that's when you receive the sword. Shinobi Prosthetic. Memorial Mob. Resurrection. Being resurrected for the first time, I was like, what is this? What's happening right now? And then I realized, okay, you get resurrected. This could come in handy. Then Goyobu Masataka Oniwa. This man is iconic in this game. When he yells out his name, you know you're in a Sekiro game. Did you face the Demon of Hatred? Not yet. I'm actually going to be streaming that. I am very excited to face that character. I started the number 2 playthrough, so I might do a separate playthrough for streaming purposes. So I'm really, really excited. I'm looking forward to that. I might not. I don't know if I'm going to try to get the other endings and everything like that, but I am very much going to try to fight the Demon of Hatred because I want to know about that guy. Then we have Phantom Lady Butterfly. I didn't have to do this boss, but did. I wanted to get as many bosses as I could within one playthrough. Then Jinichiro Ashina. That guy, just 60 tries. That, yeah. Guardian Ape Immortality Severed, and his wife, which I found out it's the same ape. It's not a different ape, it's the same ape. Good luck. He's basically a Dark Souls boss in Sekiro. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I heard from Fighting Cowboy. I saw his walkthrough for the boss, which, by the way, that boss looks terrifying. That just looks so intimidating. 3 posture bars. Again. What? Why? What is this? What? Why? What? There's no need for it. Come on now. Then we got Folding Screen Monkeys. Folding Screen Monkeys is the most easy boss I've ever fought in any game. Same with, whatchamacallit. Same with the, what's it called now? I can't. Same with the snake, which, it's not a boss. Okay, let's just be real here. Okay, it's not a boss. And same with the Divine Dragon. Those 3 are by far the easiest bosses in the entire game. Then you have Great Shinobi Owl, which that was an easy one. I got that one in 2 days. 2 days, not bad. Then you have the Corrupted Monk, which that was a good boss. That took me 1 day, but it was very, very well done. And Gracious Gift of Tears, Dragon Boss, easiest boss ever. He is, but also pretty cool if you know who the demon really is. I have found out who the demon really was. It's sad. I'm sad. If we had got the Shura ending, that would have been us. That makes me so happy I didn't do the Shura ending. What else? Oh yeah, Great Serpent, we got that. What was it? Oh, and Corrupted Monk. Okay, so by far, if anybody is to ask me what my favorite boss battle was out of this entire game, out of the entire universe of Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, the Corrupted Monk is my favorite boss. The area is beautiful. It just so well done. The Corrupted Monk, the way that it glides and spins and lifts the leaves up of the, just, oh my god, it's so good. It is so good. I will die on this hill by saying the Corrupted Monk artistically is the best boss in Sekiro. Period. End of story. Okay? You can count my bagels. Like, I don't want to count my bagels. You can do something with the bagels, but it's the best boss in Sekiro. Second best boss, I would have to say Guardian Ape. Just because of how manic he is. Like, that Guardian Ape, and then when he takes his head off and chases you around with a sword and his just dangling corpse of a head, I wish I had recorded my reaction to that, because I was there holding my jaw, okay, not holding my jaw, but with my jaw literally hanging open, like, what did I just witness? Literally, what did I just witness right now? How is this even possible? How is this ape carrying his head? And then he comes back with his wife because we just were mean to him, and then we just decided to sever his immortality, because no monkey ever deserves to live like that. Okay? Ever. No monkey ever deserves to be infested with a worm that makes it immortal, essentially is what it is. Okay? I'm exhausted. If I can sum up this entire experience into one phrase, not just a word, one phrase, beautiful exhaustion. Because I had a wonderful time with this game, but oh boy. Just, no, if you guys are playing this game, or if you are going to play this game, a word of the wise, carve out at least a month and a half, because it is a very intense game. It is going to take you a long time. It took me less time, but almost the same amount of time as Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let that sink in. Minus Sword Saint Ishin, the fight itself is cinematic and kind of reminds me of Gehrman's fight in Bloodborne. That's true! I didn't even think of that. Bitch. Oh my god, that's true. I didn't even think of that. That's actually, that's spot on. Because Gehrman's fight, that was epic. I didn't get to fight it yet, but when I go and try to do the DLC of Bloodborne, I'm going to try to do that Gehrman fight, because that is epic. It is epic. It's an epic fight. The entire way that Ishin's fight was, I just spilled coffee. I spilled coffee. Look away, children, okay? Look away. Jesus Christ, this isn't a peep show. I honestly think that the fight, the Shura ending, and the boss battle that we experience with Ishin and Jinichiro it's so telling story-wise because, oh, number one, if you get the Shura ending, you have to fight Emma. You have to fight, basically, the person who has been refilling your gourd. Sounded wrong. Sounded very wrong. I'm so sorry. Who's been replenishing the gourd in which you replenish your health with. And then after that, you have to fight Ishin. Basically the same concept, only you're fighting Jinichiro first, which he's in his third phase of the previous fight that you fought Jinichiro in. And you fight him. He's a cakewalk, no big deal. But he's basically your Emma in that boss battle, because you have to fight the thing that you were so scared of at first in the game, and then you go on to what the real boss battle is. So in the same endings, you're fighting Ishin. You're fighting them in both endings. And then whenever you get to Ishin's Sword Saint, he's a lot more tougher, from what I'm gathering, than just regular alive Ishin. So it's really interesting, to say the least, and it's a fascinating concept that they're doing, where a lot of the bosses, they're repeats. Like in this game, you have the monk, you have Ishin, you have the ape, you have a lot of repeat bosses, but in the world, you're seeing their story, you're seeing their timeline. So in a way, it kind of makes sense that you would fight them in their better forms whenever you get further in the game. Emma's a surprisingly strong fighter, but her grapple is what always tripped me up. I've seen that boss battle from fighting Cowboy, and man, it makes me glad I didn't choose that ending, because Emma knows how to kick some booty. that was intense. That was really very, very intense to see that boss battle. You know, whenever you see her just be so confident with the sword and everything, I was like, okay, calm down, Emma. I know we didn't go exactly with Kuro. I'm sorry, we took her father's side. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's interesting, because that decision that you make in front of Owl dictates the rest of the game and how you are going to go about things. Now, as for collectibles in the game and buffs and everything, you can get certain buffs that help you out in certain circumstances. You can replay memories to, enhance your strength and everything. So you can, in a sense, redo boss battles to get your health and strength up, get different costumes like masks and stuff like that, which, hello, I'm all about that. But yeah, it's interesting, to say the least, of how they crafted this game and how they made the, what's it called? I was about to say the sneak ability. It's not the sneak ability. Why am I blanking on this word right now? Brain work. I feel like I want to say going into recon. Basically, okay, for lack of a better term, sneaking up on enemies, chef's kiss. It was perfected in this game. Okay, the controls, easily the fastest I've ever picked up controls. Ever. Just in any game. The way that they are done, the way that they are so harmoniously put together, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. The grappling hook going from tree to tree, that is sensational. It is the best feeling ever whenever you just stick the landing. It's so good. It's so good. This game, so before the review, 10 out of 10 already. Okay? Already a 10 out of 10 for me. I loved it. For those of you who have played it, I hope you guys did too. It was absolutely incredible. So what's going to happen next up in the channel and in gaming, tomorrow there is going to be, since it was Wednesday and I said on Twitter, I put a tweet. I probably should have put it in the community post as well. But I put on Twitter that all the content comes back tomorrow. So the first video is going to be the monthly pickups video, and I haven't done one of those in a hot minute, so I'm excited about that. And then we're going to be doing a psychologically gaming for Sekiro on Friday, and then a trailer review for Saturday, which I'm very excited about as well. What was the other thing I wanted to say? Oh yes, the next playthrough that's going to be going up is Elden Ring. That comes out on the 7th. I'm very excited I got this boss battle done by the 7th, okay? You have no idea. Definitely my 2019 game of the year. Yeah, it's a remarkable game. It's something of where I don't know. Whenever I first saw people and how they said, "Oh, I raged so hard to this game. I did this. I couldn't, I couldn't continue the game and everything like that." It was such a challenge because I was like, I want to see if I can do it. I want to see if that, that was kind of like, you know, you're on kind of thing. Uh, it was something of where, and I don't know if you guys experience this whenever you're gaming, but I am so stubborn. Like, to my own detriment a lot of the time. I will finish a game even if I don't like it. That was the thing I had with Fallout 3. I finished the game even though I didn't like it because I wanted to prove a point that you can finish a game and get out a decent review, even if you don't like the game. I love Sekiro, but I had people telling me you're not going to finish it because it's way too difficult. Rarely, 21.1% of people only got the ending. Like, that says it all right there. So, part of that 21.1%, baby. I'm excited that I got this done. I'm very proud of myself. I'm definitely going to be tooting my own horn for the next month. Probably longer because I deserve it. Screw it. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. I'm going to get food and I'm going to clean up this hot mess that you see before you because I haven't done that yet today. But yeah, definitely gonna be getting some content ready for Patreon. Please, if you guys can, check out the Patreon down in the description below, in my links and everything like that. If the links are there, I don't know. The live stream was kind of funky this time around with Streamlabs because I originally wanted to stream on Twitch. Wasn't gonna let me, excuse me. And it wasn't working properly. So I had to end up streaming here. So if the links show up there, check out my Patreon right now. I think it's because, and I feel so bad saying this, I think it's just because of, the pandemic and everything like that, that people had to stop supporting. So if you guys want to, and if you guys want to get a little bit behind the scenes on what I do and everything, please feel free to either, check out the Patreon, follow and get updates there, or you guys can, sign up for one of the subscription tiers. What I am going to be doing is posting rarely some free content. That way it's more of an initiative because I know that some people don't really sticking to a sign up for a lot of the time Patreon. Because, it is a commitment. I understand that. So yeah, tell me what you guys think of it. I set up the tiers in a different way of where you guys get it's basically named after coffee tiers. It's my brand. So, but yeah, let me go with what you guys think. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. If you guys have any questions, now's your time about, content that you might want to see or anything like that. We're still on the partner push. We're less than 1,000 hours of watch time away from being monetized. And I'm very excited. Very, 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 very excited. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to mention. Let me double check. No, I don't think so. I just looked at stuff, and I don't think I want to mention anything else. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for the wonderful stream. It was very chill, very awesome. If you guys want more discussions and more streams like this on YouTube, let me know, and I can make something work where I do a stream once a week or once every other week or something like that. So, you guys, thank you so much for being here. And again, we got it done. We got it done. Got Sekiro Shadows Die Twice done. I'm very happy with myself. So, yes, I'll see you guys later. And, yeah, stay casually nerdy. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, you guys.